the Hunter Man.
Look at that handshake there. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and that black guy from that film. I don't know what film it's on, but everyone's seen that gif on the internet. Those two absolute mega tanks. Damn. Underground. Few new cool mechanics come into play here. As you can see, you got a pool of acid. The enemies are stupid enough to stay in that acid for a long time, and it will damage them. Obviously, it will also damage you. But as you can see, he's under the effects of it now, that Galcia. And you can just allow them to stay in it for a bit. Look at their AI on this game, though. I think this kind of thing, where they're watching your movements and they're reacting to it. Doesn't sound like it's annoying, but it's more bullshit than in other Streets of Rage games. And honestly, I think I'd have a nervous breakdown if I had to play this game on other difficulties. I'm going to get this pipe. I think in the long run it'll be worth taking that damage. Now, as I can see, we've got a little portion there, and that is a green one. So that's just going to put more acid on the floor. But there are also fire ones, and later in the game, electricity ones. So these kinds of environmental things are really good. Look at these two douchebags now. Okay, how did he manage to do that? What the hell? This game's fake news. I'm closing it down. Down, bow, 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 bow. Oh, you know what? Let's just put back on the classic soundtrack. But as you can hear, the music is very serviceable. And although it's not as good as Streets of Rage 1 and 2, it's solid overall. Oh god, these things. These enemies are stupid enough to stand there and get hit by it. But they can easily throw you into it as well. That's 16-bit goodness, though. Oh yeah. These ladies got 20 IQ, and they're coming straight through to a theatre near you. Kubo. Oh, but then Big Ben comes. God, the Big Bens are so annoying, man. I love the noise when you hit these guys. Whoa. You can hit the Kubos with melee weapons, like with X like that, but you can't throw them because they'll just catch them. There are also regular enemies. The Donovans. Oh my fucking... Have you heard this soundtrack? Have you actually heard this soundtrack? One of my favourites. I think this is at the baseball stadium. Do baseball. In Streets of Rage 2, and this is just... It's just euphoric. It's astonishing. How the hell was this ever made on a 16-bit system? Koshiro and that other guy whose name I can't pronounce. They are gods and geniuses. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the return of the bikers. As we can see, they've had a sex change, and believe me, they're a lot more annoying. These enemies are absolutely vulgar, and they can go fuck themselves. I love the design of these enemies though, they're all completely ridiculous of course. But that charging move, oh my lord, is it annoying. If they're off screen as well and they do that charging attack, they'll still get you. You don't know where it's coming from exactly, but they'll get you. It's not fair and it's ridiculous, but what can you do? One of my favourite levels, this really is. Coming up after this though is one of my least favourite levels, Chinatown. I'll speak of why that's the case when we get there. We've got the 8-ball. I'm sure, there you go, that's exactly what I just spoke about, that's bullshit. Oh my god, what is going on right now? Oh my god! There's too much on the screen for me to avoid that rushing attack! Oh, look at this! Oh my god! I'm sure there'll be someone out there on YouTube land who isn't happy with my humming, but if you can play this game, hear this kind of music and not hum along, well, you're better than me. Because I gotta hum. Is that all the enemies? I think it might be. Yeah, and I didn't even use the fire. So this is a fire one. Now we meet an old enemy. It is Barben. And the way that this fight works is... Let's just see what the actual soundtrack for this one is. If you destroy the bikes, then the biker chicks will attack. Oh, nice. If you don't, then none of them will spawn, but obviously there's going to be credits, there's going to be a turkey and an apple, and a... What? Okay, the stunlock game. And there'll be a star, there you go. There's also a melee weapon. Really cool dynamic though, I like that. Ooh, I got caught by the bike and I couldn't move. Obviously, when I first played this game, I had no idea how they were spawning in. Perhaps a good idea is to... Okay, just interrupted my Y attack there. That's fucking bullshit. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Look at that. That's sick. Fuck him. Let's do him again. Woo! Oh, my lord. Really satisfying, I bet, watching high-skilled players on this game. Hit him with a bike. Hit him with a bike. Oh my god, there's a lot of them now. This is a bit too much. I'm going to try. I was going to say try and get that last bike. But it doesn't matter. Bourbon is dead. Still had 3 lives left. That should be a B rank. I am the greatest gamer of all time. Okay, that's stage 5 done now. Stage 6 is Chinatown, and it's one of my least favourite levels because it introduces a new enemy. An enemy which, honestly, boils my blood. It's like karate guys, and you can't fight them head on. You've got to go either below or above them, grapple them, and then hit them. But once it starts introducing multiple of them, it becomes a real pain in the backside. As Axel drives off in his motorbike. I hope he's got a license, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm sure he does. Now, the music on this one for the retro soundtrack, I think it's a shit 8-bit one, isn't it? Yeah. Apologies to any 8-bit soundtrack fans out there of Streets of Rage games, but I really don't dig it. But it doesn't matter, because this actual soundtrack is pretty cool. And as you can see here, got a nice little boomerang weapon. The double Francises are getting dispatched. And I believe as well we're going to be introduced to a classic enemy from Streets of Rage 2, the Kickboxers. Later on, I think we'll fight like 4 or 5 of these at once. I'm not even joking, it's ridiculous. Honestly, in this level, in the second half of it... Whoa, okay. Whoa, 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 game. Watch yourself, okay? There's a fight which I don't think should have made the game because there's so much going on the screen. It beggars belief. I'll speak of it when we get there. Right, these guys I don't usually struggle so much with. Fuck off. Right, so there's a real chance now that this might be game over. One of the problems I have with this game. One of the fucking problems I have with this game. If you do badly at the start of the stage, then there's a real good chance that you might just be starting it all over again. It's not the way that the classic Streets of Rage games used to work. You used to be able to accrue extra lives from playing well. You can't on this game. You can, but nowhere near as much. Of all the fat enemies, I think this guy might be my least favourite. There's that guy, one that spins around the ground and then the big bends. You breathe fire. New melee weapons have arrived. Big Ben's laughing. No wonder, as he hits us again. We take a lot of damage here. We could be in big trouble. Can kind of use this area to get around the enemies and then line them all up. No point in not getting that circuit, may as well. Wow, okay. The boss at the end of this particular level can be a bit tough for me personally. So if we don't have at least 2 lives by then, could well be me starting the whole video again, and that is not something that I want to entertain the notion of. Like, I don't care. Levels 9 and 12, the tower, and I can't remember what the last level's called. For me, they're the hardest in the game. And I will be, by default, choosing to use an extra life there for half the points. Because really, I'm not bothered about the points anyway, so... Wow, has anyone seen what's on the screen right now? I don't believe this game. Game, what are you doing? And here is the new enemy. There's a few different ones, they're different coloured, as you can see. You can't even throw melee weapons at him. Very fast. When he does that, avoid him. Well, this is what I do. As you can tell by my shitty gameplay, I am by no means an expert at this game. There he goes. But I like to just go either below him or above him and then do that. Sometimes you've got to bide your time. And as you can see, look at the health bar, man. Like, what's that about? That's ridiculous. Wow, okay again. It's alright now we got one of them, but later on we're going to be fighting multiples of these and with other characters. Oh boy, did I need that right now. When this game came out, I was watching a few people on Twitch play it, and there's someone called Anthopants, I think his username is. He plays on Mania, and if you think I rage, and if you think I sound a bit daft when I play, well, he rages a lot more. Although, I wouldn't say I just necessarily like people who just rage whilst they play games, but when people rage and they've got legitimate cause to do so, and what they're saying is articulate, sound. I don't think that's a word, so that's not sound. But when they're correcting what they're saying about the game's mechanics, then it's funny. And that guy makes me laugh. He's very good at the game, but he's played it so much and he calls it shit all the time, and he's raging through it. Now, this is the area that I spoke of before. This area is absolutely insane. There's a second room coming up, which is exactly the same as well. Like, I don't get it. What on earth is this room about? It is too chaotic. It hasn't even begun yet. But the longer you can last in this room without taking damage, the better. It wouldn't even be as bad if there was an apple in here. Not even a turkey. I'm talking an apple. Like, Look how many of them I'm hitting with a melee. Look how quick I'm having to be here. Yeah. It hasn't really begun. I'm being as quick as possible and trying to play as well as possible, and I am doing right now. In fact, that went incredibly well. But it's not over yet, Snake. It's not over yet. I think this is even worse, this one. And look, money. Like, there was no health in the last room. And you're just thinking, oh, well, it's just a tough room. But they just keep coming. Room full of motherfucking Donovans. And look at that. I make one mistake and I get hit. Like a few more hits and I'm going to lose a life. No one can tell me that this game isn't naturally tough, because it is. Right, why is it not landing? Fucking hell, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It's because of the analog. You start using the D-pad, man. Oh, here we go. There are 3 apples there for a reason. Oh, wow. Look at that move, man. He just went across the friggin' screen. And he did again. Is that even avoidable? Yeah, landing from a hit like that. I swear down, sometimes I do it right and don't get rewarded, and sometimes I do. Ooh, I just got an extra life. Although I do like Cherry, the guitar hit with Y, the default one, it doesn't have a lot of distance to it. Right, I'm a bit happier now though. Right, we're at the boss. We should have enough health for this. This is Shiva, the dude you can play as from Streets of Rage 3. I've still not played as him. Played as most of the characters by now, but not this guy. It looks like he's got intestines there. Hanging from his stomach. What? Nice music here again. Wow. Rock on. He's going to spawn some decoys of himself soon when he does that. It gets even harder. Wow, man. Why are all the bosses on this game doubly as fast as you? It's fucking stupid. You can actually hit his decoy, but they don't have health bars because they eventually disappear. Wow. That's the new meme, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. When I'm angry at something, I just say wow. Been living with my brother for the last few months, and that's something that he does. Or when something crazy happens. When you live with someone that you don't usually do for quite a bit, then you start taking on the terminologies. And that's one. Oh my fucking god! This is just absolutely retarded. Can you say that on YouTube these days? I know you can't on Twitch. How can I get banned from YouTube when no one watches my videos anyway? I've got 200 IQ and I'm coming through. Now, this guy's way too fast. Way too fast. It's actually exhausting playing this game. Like, overall, I like it, I appreciate it. I'm really glad it happened. Kind of like with Sonic Mania. That was a great throwback to the classic Sonic games. The Rank C, oh my god, what a fucking absolute embarrassment. Saving all my worst gameplay for the time when I record the Let's Play, of course. But yeah, I do appreciate it. But playing this game, it leaves me at least feeling very intense. And Streets of Rage 2 doesn't. Like, in the latter levels it does. But I think the natural progression is just better with Streets of Rage 2. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video, Stages 7 and